Good afternoon, Miss. I hope you are doing well. This is our Affective Learning Activities presentation. I am Constanza Muñoz and I am going to introduce you our topic, which is an important person. And also, we are going to develop this topic through the subtopic, which is my favorite singer. As a previous knowledge of the students, we have to describe someone's physical appearance and also to describe someone's personality. So the students already know how to describe the people in general. In addition, we have cognitive activities for this topic. The first one is the word of the day, in which the students have to find a definition of the words important and favorite. And the objective for this activity is that the students will be able to define the words of the vocabulary which are important and favorite by writing on a worksheet their definitions and examples. For this activity, the students will be given this worksheet in which they will complete the spaces that were given, of course. For example, we have today's word is, in this case, is important and favorite are two words. They have to write the meaning of those words. In this case, we have having much significance, but it will depend of the students' findings, of course. And then the students have to write a sentence with the word. For example, my dog is important for me, giving a real meaning in a context that they know. Our cognitive activity number 2, music heals the heart. The students have to choose a singer that they like and write a short paragraph about how his or her music has helped them to do better in their life. The objective for this activity is that the students will be able to explain the significance of music in their life by writing a short paragraph. As an example of this activity, I chose my favorite singer, which is Melanie Martinez, and I wrote the short paragraph. For example, she has songs about situations that happen to many people. She talks about non-stereotypes, self-love, that all feelings are valid, among others. Her music identifies me and, in a way, helps me to recognize my own feelings and to face them. This is a short paragraph which says about how her music had helped me to do better in life.
Now, regarding to the affective activity, which is called My Most Influential Singer, students should think about a singer who had or still have influence in their lives. Someone who has importance, someone who has changed their life somehow. And the first activity consists on writing in a worksheet. Students write about their most influential singer and fill each gap by answering the questions about how this person influenced their life and why this person influenced their life. In addition, students write 3 physical characteristics about their singer they choose, and also students write 3 characteristics of the singer personality. The students don't know their favorite singer in person, so this will come from the perception they have about them. For example, my most influential singer is Harry Styles. So 3 physical characteristics I found about him is that he's tall, he's thin, he has brown curly hair. 3 characteristics of his personality is that he is friendly, he is kind, and he is very hardworking. How this person had influenced in my life, he has influenced me to be a better person myself and to others, to improve my own style and personality. And why this person is so important for me? He is important because his music has been there for me when nobody has been. Then, students will gather in groups of 4 to share their most influential singer, the reasons why this person is so important for them, and describe them also. In this way, students know about them more, and maybe they could find out that they have more than one thing in common, and probably they will be better friends.
Okay, so now for the second activity that is named A Quote to Live By, the students are required to choose two songs from their favorite artist. Uh, with these two songs, we're going to do two main activities. One activity is the creation of a poster, and the second activity is the writing of a short paragraph. So first, the students will have to create a poster in which they must include the two songs that they like the most about their favorite artist. One of these songs has to be a song that makes them feel happy, and the other song has to be a song that makes them feel sad. And they must also add their favorite picture of this person or band. Here we have an example of how one of the poster may look like. For example, here we have a band that is named 5 Seconds of Summer. Here we have the picture of the band, the favorite picture. And here we have a song that makes me sad. And we have the name of the song that is Jack Black Car with a little representation of the song, a little picture. Then on the other side of the poster, we have a song that makes me happy. And we have the name of the song here that is Girl Talk Boys. And we have a little representation of the song. For this poster, the students are required to put as many information as possible about the two songs, and they can draw, they can put pictures, etc. After they finish with the creation of this poster, they have to talk with their partners and said what they like the most about these songs, why they choose these artists, etc. After that, the students will have to write a short paragraph in which they will have to choose a quote from one of the songs and write in a short paragraph about how that phrase makes them feel and what kind of impact this quote has had on their lives. So for this activity, we have to explain what a quote is and how they can identify a quote in one song. For example, if they have no idea how a quote may look like. So here we have an example of a little quote. If you can dream it, you can do it. And here we have an example of a short paragraph with a quote from one of the songs that was mentioned before in the poster. The quote says, "The blood in my veins is made up of mistakes. Let's forget who we are and dive into the dark. As we burst into colors, return into life." And here we have a short paragraph that talks about that quote and how that quote makes them feel to the person who wrote it. The quote says, the short paragraph says, "This quote from the song Jack Black Car is very powerful to me. It talks about how we all make mistakes, but despite everything, in the end, if we give ourselves the time to learn from those errors, we will return to the right path, and our colors will return to shine, and we will find ourselves again. I believe that this is how we should all see life. If we make a mistake, we must learn from it so we can meet again with ourselves." So after the students wrote the quote, they will have to share these feelings with their partners. They are not required to read what they wrote, but they will have to talk about how that song makes them feel, and if they feel comfortable, they could share what they wrote in the short paragraph.
To conclude, these activities were designed and adapted taking into account key elements that can arise students' motivation and at the same time helping students to develop their linguistic skills. All of this through collaborative work with their classmates. As a group, we believe that music influences us in many ways, both personal and academic. And this time we decided to use this valuable tool to educate and motivate our students. In these activities, we wanted to get students through their knowledge, in this case, describing people, to be able to carry out activities of a deeper way. Not only the simple fact of learning something new, but rather to apply it to something personal and close through the reflection. For this reason, we presented opportunities for students to explore their inner selves using theoretical foundations of affective taxonomy, highlighting the concepts of valuing and organizing, in which the students can manage to recognize the value of the topic and at the same time assimilate the importance that it has. So, Miss, this was our presentation. Thank you so much for all the knowledge and have a nice day.